Alright, Schlockmeister fans, gonna watch an old classic of mine. It's called Savage Harvest, the Killer Lion movie. Let's watch. Our movie starts basically telling us that there's a drought in Africa, and the predators may have to seek human beings for their food. Allegedly, this is based on a true story. I don't know if that's true or not. This guy brought in this older guy who's sick. I don't know if it's because of the drought or what, but he's not doing well. Things are going to get worse for him, though. I wasn't kidding. Here we got a family staying in Kenya.
Yes, okay, I'll arrange it when I get the
Derek, the father.
And a Betamax. We can have regular movies right here in the house.
His wife, Michelle Phillips.
We do not need regular movies
His niece, and Michelle Phillips, 2 kids from her previous marriage.
Pretty good.
Would you
I don't
want this
see
as
how
a
you listen to
request for
that
irrigation
stuff.
rights?
I think we could.
Later on, we spy a leg and an arm and a hand, and somebody's been chewing these bodies. That is Tom Skerritt. He is actually the father of the 2 kids we just saw.
More and more mine every day. Off to Nairobi to buy some tennis shoes for Christy.
Father and stepfather meet.
Non-existent workers to pick non-subsidized bloody beans. Hey, you want to drop by the place? See your kids and my wife.
Dad around. My stepdad left this
Tina
morning for
Helfer.
Nairobi. See this?
Nice.
She's the youngest daughter, Christy.
When will he be back?
He said tomorrow.
Hi, Max.
He's warning about the lions.
Something large, or a band of smaller predators. They attack the young, the feeble. Once they've tasted human flesh, they lose their fear.
We have our first encounter. Or this guy's anyway. Now he managed to get back in his van, but apparently you're not even safe inside the van from these killers. Sure enough, Casey goes off to visit his kids and his ex-wife, and he stumbles upon Max's truck. And Max's corpse.
Come on, Lena.
Christy's playing tennis outside.
We told you not to come out here. Now you go back into the house.
Luckily for Christy, Casey just showed up to rescue his daughter. That woman wasn't so lucky. So they all locked themselves in nice and tight. While the lions are stalking on the outside.
Well, if we can't get through in a short way, we're gonna have to drive out of here. You can do the driving. I'll carry the rifles. Put the girls in the back seat. The only problem is we have that gas leak in that rover. I don't know how much gas we have left.
This is apparently why the movie's not on DVD. Beagle copyrights.
You can say you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Boom, 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 boom. All you need is love.
Meanwhile, in the other room, A lion found its way in while they sing another Beatles song.
There's something I wanna hold your hand inside.
They sing away while the lion is dragging a body through the house. Seems like they never get a free moment here.
Your hammer and nails and something to put against the door and hurry! John, get something to barricade this door.
Appreciate it.
Former couple is now getting closer again. Oops! Christy's okay. The next day a plane comes by and they try to signal it.
Please, help me! Look down here! Please, we need help! Hey! Over here!
To no avail. Is there a rekindle going on? She is still married to Derek.
Is that what you did with the school teachers and the housewives on safari?
Selectively. Only those between 5 and 6 feet.
They decide if they're going to get out of here, they're going to have to try to build some sort of cage, take him to the car. What about husband Derek, you say?
Oh, yeah, you're all shouting at once.
That's it for Derek. No matter what they do, these lions keep getting in. The time is now. They gotta get in their cage because there is chaos all around them.
You're in my way!
But of course, they're all able to get out and get to the car. And they drive away. All right, let's talk about Savage Harvest. It's a movie that I've known about for a long time. It's one of the earliest movies that I taped. I had it on a BASF tape with Strange Invaders and the Unseen, actually. And then years later, when I was trying to track down all of my beta movies and VHS EP movies onto SP, and I wanted to get new copies of everything, this was one of the most elusive films on my list because it has never been released on home video to this day. Never been released on home video. And allegedly the reason is because a couple of the characters sing a couple of Beatles songs during the movie. And apparently that's copyright issues, and because of that, it's never going to see the light of day. Or at least it hasn't yet, so who knows. Tom Skerritt, Michelle Phillips, The daughter, Christy's played by Tina Helfer-Halbert, something like that. And she's actually a Facebook friend of mine. When I reviewed this on my old channel 6 years ago, I just on a whim, I started looking up some of the cast members, and I found her on Facebook, and I sent her a friend request, and she replied. And we've been Facebook friends ever since. We've communicated here and there, not much, but I asked her just yesterday to see if she has any memories about this movie that she could give to me, and she hasn't answered yet. So, unfortunately, I don't have those for you to give, but whatever, right? So, anyway, again, this is a homemade DVD-R and some homemade box art there, which looks pretty cool if you ask me. This was released on home video in the UK and Australia on a VHS tape. I do have 2 copies of that, actually, so I have a lot of this rare film. Obviously, it's a Killer Lion movie. It's allegedly based on a true story, although I don't know how true that actually is. It was filmed in Kenya mostly, and that's where the film was taking place as well. Apparently, there's a drought there, and the animals don't have a lot of prey to eat, so they start stalking whatever they can find. In this case, it's humans, and we have some people holed up in a house, and they just need to try to escape from there. It's basically your Animals Run Wild movie. They find a clever way to do that by putting some things together, make a little cage and some piano wheels. And they manage to leave the house and get in a car and take off, and that's it. So they survive. We have a few deaths in this movie, not much, but mostly, obviously, people being eaten by lions. Some of the effects actually were pretty good. They do look like there's some real lion attacks in there. Obviously, that's not the case. Incidentally, that girl, Tina Helfer, who played Christy there, she was a teenager at the time. Her father, Ralph, was, and her mother ran a business in California where they had exotic animals that they would loan out to movies and stuff. They had they participated in tons and tons, probably hundreds of films, and they knew a lot of celebrities and stuff. So it was an interesting life. But they dealt with Gentle Ben was one of their clients. Lions, tigers, bears, whatever you can think of, they ran that. So she was very familiar with animals, and I believe she lives in Kenya to this day, doing animal-related things. So anyway, if you can find this movie, it might be streaming on YouTube. I think the last time I looked, it was, but it may not be there any longer. But let me know what you think about it. I like the movie. I remember reading somewhere once that Tom Skerritt was asked about this movie. He had forgotten about it, and then the guy said, the Killer Lions, and he was like, oh my God. That's apparently was his reaction to this. So, again, I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever. I like the movie. I think it's halfway decent for what it is. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. It's called Savage Harvest. Watch it. Bye.